All right, we are live.
Oh, that's exciting.
So I'm so excited to be here with you, and I'm going to give you a proper introduction, Gisele. So hello, everyone. Happy Friday. And I have such a special guest with me today. We got connected, right? So I coach and teach a mindset success program. Gisele and I worked together and became really good friends. So I have the pleasure of speaking with Gisele Maxwell, and your background is so impressive. So you're a scientist. You've conducted research at Stanford. Now you wrote a book, which is what we're going to talk about today. And it's called Free and Rich Beyond Wealthy. So hello, Gisele.
Hi, Mary. Thank you so much for interviewing me and having me here. I'm really excited and I'm really nervous too.
Well, this is exciting, and doing these lives is always,
Yeah.
okay. But
So yes, I'm a scientist. I have a PhD in physics, and I am still a scientist. I still help companies with their scientific issues. But I also was for 12 years the CEO of my own company. And I learned so much doing this that, I learned the hard way. I had to learn, as I was growing it, which is a good thing because those lessons are the ones that stick to your mind very sharply. But then I decided that, it would be really helpful if there was a book somewhere that could tell people how to do this, how to start their own business. It doesn't have to be a high-tech business. It can be anything because the technicalities are the same, but also what kind of mindset needs to be acquired to do this successfully. Many people have asked me, actually, how did you do this? How did you start your business?
yeah,
And people in my field or outside of my field. So I thought, okay, there is a need. Let's try to address this and help people, fulfill their dreams that way, because a lot of people are kind of intimidated about that concept of starting a business on their own.
absolutely. Now, I had the privilege of a little sneak peek and got to read through it and working with you on a couple other projects associated with it. But what I found is you simplified the steps that are needed. And had I known what I know now from reading that, I would have saved myself time and money.
Yes. And you see, when you're a scientist and you do research, so you have to go, invent something. But one key point is to know where to find information. And I'm not a lawyer. You're not either. So I'm not giving legal advice or anything like this. But the book points to the steps. And yes, I took them one by one to make it very clear. And it explains the steps and also where to find the right resources to really accomplish those steps properly.
Right. So we titled this, Would You Like to Feel in Control of Your Life Again? And boy, right now, people are feeling a little like they don't have control. There's a lot going on. So how does this book and what you talk about help someone feel more in control?
Well, this is the evidence is right now, as you pointed it out, but sometimes circumstances just make us change plans. Our plans get thrown out because of what happens.
Right. So people are, I don't mean, yeah. So people are like out of work or they're pivoting, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking the career I was in or what I was doing, maybe it's not working right now. So.
And that's the thing. You can't, I'm trying to, the way you can feel in control is if you're not given that feeling of being powerless anymore. And for this, that was the goal of the book too. The book is not telling you throw away your career and start something else. The book is telling you if you want to keep your career and grow something else organically on the side, you can do this. It doesn't have to be painful. But then when things happen and you lose your first career, then you still have the second one. So it's a good feeling to know that you didn't put all your eggs in one basket, you know?
Yeah, because some people do think being an entrepreneur is, oh, it's this big thing, and it can be. I mean, there's a lot of work into it, but this also teaches you a little more simplified way of going,
yes,
mindset-wise.
And the book is also about showing you how to not lose control when you do this. See, I lost control of my business when I was growing it. And I explained how in the book that I do relate things to my personal experiences to make my points. So I know how that happens, and I'm trying to have people avoid that.
Yeah. So will the book help people move past the fear that they may have? And does it give tips on the right mindset and how to go about that?
Well, I think that the fear comes from the fact that people step out of their comfort zone when they start something new. I just did it with the book. Many times I woke up thinking, oh my goodness, I'm writing a book. What am I doing? I'm a scientist. I don't do that. But, you keep moving. And the fear is something that you can address. You're the expert at this, Mary. You helped me tremendously with that. So that's also why we need a support group sometimes, to help us.
Yeah, because this is, it's just not a book, right? Because I know you've put a lot of pieces in place to support people, because we really want people to be successful. I want to talk about that in a minute, but I also want to talk about pivoting. And I know this, but you say, oh, I'm a scientist and I wrote a book, but people kind of put themselves in a box, right? How they identify themselves as what they do with their career. So if they can kind of think a little differently and maybe think about something they're passionate about or really want to do in their life and add that on and create a business around their passion while they maybe keep their career. What do you feel about that?
Human nature is very much multifaceted, and we need to be aware of this. There is more than just one us. And what I think is, I didn't know I had a book in me, but I did. And a lot of people, yes, they are all about a career, but there are so many different aspects of them. And, people are already running a business. They're running their households. So it's not that different.
You brought that up.
Mm-hmm.
I know you did a podcast a little while ago, and you brought that up, and I thought, that is so true. People run their own household. You're paying bills. Mm-hmm. You're, hiring people to help you with your home if you own one. You're navigating children and their schedules if you are going through that. So it is, you're running your own home business. So I love that analogy.
So absolutely. So on top of their career, they already are running another business. So there are different sides to us.
Right.
And just saying, let's tap into all our resources here, because we have unlimited resources. I really believe that.
And we can draw on confidence because we know how to do that. We learned it. We're knowing everything, right? So we can have confidence in starting a new business or starting a new passion project, whatever we want to do.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So the book's coming out on May 27.
Yes, that's soon.
So can you tell us a little, can we pre-order it? How do we get into your support groups so that we can find out more about what's coming down the pipeline?
So it's going to go on sale on May 27th on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. It will be ebook and paperback, so you can order either version or both if you really want it. And it will, so you can leave some comments on the Facebook page if you want, at Free and Rich Beyond Wealthy. You can email me at gisele@freeandrichbeyondwealthy.com if you want to pre-order. I'm sure we can manage that with my publisher. And stay tuned, because starting this coming Tuesday, we're going to have weekly tips to help people already. Those will be free, so just sign up for them. After the book launches, Mary and I have been working on a different product, which is a series of podcasts. So this will go live about 2 weeks after the book. And yes, there will be a whole community behind this where you can go and ask your questions. I just don't want you to sit with your book and be alone.
Yeah, because reading isn't really, I mean, it gives you guidelines, but you have to take this to do it, right?
You need to talk about it. We need to interact. You will have Q&A with Mary and I when you need them. Then later on, we will also have a full-blown online course. So yes, you won't be alone.
You won't be alone. So what we want everyone to do is you can go over to the Facebook page, Free and Rich Beyond Wealthy, like it, and that way any new information that's coming up, you'll be sure to be the first ones to know about it. But Gisele, your book's going to help so many people, especially during this time when people are really, I believe, looking for answers and other things to do, and you're going to help them so much. So I just appreciate what you're doing with others.
I really hope so, because it's really that's really my goal, to help people here.
Yeah.
And show them that, fear should be something of the past. So
it will be after they read your book.
Right.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Gisele, and wishing everyone a great weekend.
Thank you, Mary.
Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.